Hi, welcome to Finisterre's YouTube channel. I'm Tom, I'm the founder of Finisterre, and today we're going to talk to you about how to choose a wetsuit. So what we're going to be covering in this YouTube tutorial is what to look for when choosing a wetsuit. Essentially, there's four things. Firstly is the thickness of the wetsuit, depending on where you're going to wear it. Secondly, the fit. The better the fit, the warmer the suit. Thirdly, the comfort, there's no rubbing. And finally, how it's made and what it's made from. So when it comes to suits, generally here in the UK, you have winter suits and summer suits. A winter suit is normally around 5 or 4 millimeters thick. That's the thickness of the neoprene. And that means that it's going to be good for winter conditions in the UK. When it's windier, the sea temperature's colder, and generally if you're surfing, you're going to be more immersive and going under more waves. In the summer, you're generally wear a 3mm wetsuit, 3 millimeters thick for calmer, warmer conditions, less wind, and that sort of thing. The next most important thing is the fit. The closer and tighter the fit, the warmer the suit is going to be. And so you want to really bear this in mind. When you're trying a suit on in a shop and it feels quite tight to get into and out of, that's very normal. And a lot of suits, the longer you have them, the more they ease around your body. So for the first 4 or 5 surfs, they can be very hard to get into and out of. So it's totally normal for a suit, a well-fitting suit, to be very hard to get into and out of when you first try it on. So once you've got the suit on and it feels and it fits well, you want to feel it around your body and see, is there any areas that are pinching or you feel like may rub if you were to be paddling. So it's quite good to do some movement, pretend you're paddling, you're stand-up paddling, or you're swimming, whatever you're going to do in the suit, reimagine that in the shop and see, are there any areas where it's pinching or you think it may rub, because that's what you need to watch out for. So when it comes to construction of the suit, the first thing this suit, particularly notice there's a zip here. This is a front entry suit, which means you get into the wetsuit through the top here. It's actually quite a small opening, and this is what I mean. It says it might be quite hard to get into and out of the first time you buy it or you try it on in the shop. Some other suits have back zips, the theory being that back zip is actually easy getting out of, but more water gets in there. So this is a much more snugger, tighter and actually warmer suit. When it comes to the finish on the suit, you'll notice here there's a difference in these two parts of the suit. This is a single lined part of the suit, and it happens on the chest and the back here, which actually is designed so that when you are in the water, water runs off this more quickly and so reduces latent heat loss. So it's warmer on your chest and your back when you're sitting out of the water. And then you have a double line part of the suit on the rest of the legs, the bum, and also the arms, which is more abrasion resistant for the paddling, sitting on the board, that sort of thing. So that's why you'll notice the difference in these two areas of the suit. You've got tough knee pads here for kneeling, popping up, that kind of thing. And if we look at the stitch detail on this suit here, you'll notice there's quite a lot of stitching all the way through the suit. And this is double needle blind stitch, which means the two parts of the suit come together and the stitching goes through one part of it and through the other part, meaning it's a very strong and safe stitch. And that means less water ingress through the seam. It means it's longer lasting, and most importantly, if you do need to repair it, it's very easy to repair. So that's why this suit is built in this way. So I'll turn the suit inside out and you can see the inside of the suit and how the construction is fitted on the inside of the suit. Okay, so this is the inside of the suit. Things to note here, you have a much softer inside finish on this suit here on the chest and the back, which is likely, especially the chest, that's going to be areas where you could rub, get a bit of movement. So it's a really nice soft finish here. You've also got key areas here, which could be points to rub that have got little sort of bits of neoprene on there to reduce abrasion and rubbing. The final thing we want to talk to you today about is sustainability. A lot of purchasing decisions now are based on how sustainable is a wetsuit. And there's two things really. Firstly, how is the wetsuit made? It should be made to last as long as possible. The longer lasting product is, the more sustainable it is. And the second thing to look for is how it's constructed and what it's constructed of. Traditionally, wetsuits are made from neoprene, and neoprene is an oil-based polymer. So that means that it's been made from crude oil and that means it's actually very unenvironmentally friendly. It's also a very toxic process. So what you want to look for is what are the sustainable alternatives to conventional neoprene. So as a brand, we're always looking for alternatives to what has gone before, more environmentally friendly, sustainable alternatives. So what we found was a fabric called Ulex, and this is an alternative to conventional neoprene. It is not made from crude oil. It's actually made from tree rubber, from a rainforest certified sustainable source. So it's amazing. It's exactly the same properties as conventional neoprene, but it's an alternative to oil-based neoprene.
So getting into and out of the suit, we talked about it earlier. It can be quite tricky in the shop, and with a good suit, it normally takes 4 or 5 times in and out of it for it to really kind of fit and get around your body, and it will become easier and easier. But the better fitting the suit, the warmer it's going to be. So this is a chest entry suit, which means you get in through this small gap in the top here. Little tip, if you are finding it hard and you want to make it easier, you can leave your socks on, or you can use one of our leave no trace bags, put it on your feet and pop it through, and it'll slide through a lot more quickly. You can see there, that's probably one of the hardest bits to get on over your ankle, but you just keep on pushing it through. And this is a 3mm suit. With a thicker suit, a 4 or 5mm, it might be a bit harder because the neoprene's thicker. This is actually easier, it's wet. Okay, so that's the legs on. So quite a few questions asked about how, with these front entry suits, how to get this next bit on. So you can see I've got it in my legs, really comfy, and the way I do it is I get my right arm in first and then get my left arm in after that. So put it up, put it down, get the right arm in first, pull that one on, then do that side out. That's the best way to get into one of these suits. And you put any wrinkles, smooth them out, check it all fits okay. Reach back, grab the bit, pull it over your head. And the zip goes up. There's safety catch there, safety popper there, and a toggle here to pull, and that just pulls that bit tight over there to stop water ingress. And there you have a really well fitting suit, feels really comfy. There's no wrinkles, nowhere's going to rub, and it feels to be very warm in the water. So it's mid-spring, it's pretty flat, the water's still really cold, sun's out. I'm going to go in, feel how the suit is, and then come out and we're going to talk about how to get out of it. Woo! When it comes to getting out of the suit, it's exactly the reverse of how we got into it. So under the popper, pull the zip open, over the head. First up, take your left arm out. The way I do it is I take one arm down, I take the next one down, like that. And you kind of work it down like that. Yep. Left arm out. Right arm out. All good. And it's important to think about looking after your suit when you're taking it on and off. But, you know, taking it off on really rough tarmac is obviously is not great for the suit. So we're on a pebble beach here, which is actually okay. But just that's a good thing to watch out for in terms of suit preservation. So you peel it off, push it around the ankle, all the while minimising how much I'm actually treading on the suit. There you are, suit off. So once you've come out of the sea, really important you wash your wetsuit out in fresh water. Give it a good rinse out and then leave it to drip dry out of the sun in the shade. Don't hang it up by the neck because that will stretch the neck and mean it'll then become loose and then you get water ingress there. So really, really important you look after your suit, and a really well looked after suit will last you a long time. Right, thanks for watching this tutorial on how to choose a wetsuit. If you like what you've heard, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Feedback and comments below. If you're out and about this summer, tread lightly, protect what you love. And don't forget to tag us in any adventures with the hashtag #WhereItTakesYou. Thanks for watching. I'm not getting on now, am I? No, that's fine. It's a Ulex suit. Okay? Go on! Which I'll now just turn inside out for you. Probably want to pause there, G-Man. Traditionally, wetsuits are made from neoprene. And neoprene, Otis? Okay.